enough of a platform to air their views. Where are you calling me from?
I am from Somalia originally, but I live in Australia. How are you?
Wow, you very nice of you to come to this platform, and you look yes, you are Somalian, but you have an Australian accent.
A little bit. Yep. It's
Oh,
been a while, 22 years of my life. So I followed you a couple of days ago when we were out. Right now we were in UK and Nigeria and all that. So let me change to your way now, where I follow you from. The video that you were condemning the President of America, Donald Trump, and the racist speech that he's doing to the American Somalians in Minnesota or Minneapolis. Um, Lots of people travel to that country. For me, I'm one of those people that I went to America. Actually went to the most beautiful state that they always put on the TV, California, Los Angeles, and San Diego. I was shocked how people were living. American dream is not true right there. I was living in Beverly Hills, so a really expensive, fancy area. Like I couldn't get out of the hotel with my purse. I was worried. I was scared. Of course, I was the only woman covered in the area at that moment. It was just homeless people everywhere in Beverly Hills, Hollywood Boulevard. Uh, Women, pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers. Uh, it was heartbreaking. So people, when they say in America, American dream, American, it's actually propaganda. So Americans, when we're not talking about the people, when I say that, I'm talking about the government, especially the times that this new president, last two sessions that he had for the presidential election. Um, in my opinion, I wanted to share with you. I don't know if you agree with me. Uh, the hate speech and the things that he's doing, it's not coming from that he hates certain people. It's coming from his failures. That's what I believe. So he's failing. When the time is close to the second election or the third election, he start creating chaos. So people would be thinking of to that side and not focused on exactly what he failed. I was gonna ask you, do you agree with me? I thank you also for the how you conduct his speech and how you against any hate speech or any target anyone that targeting certain people, whether it's black or white. Because if we do that, especially me speaking at the Muslim background, if I speak the way he speaks, I'll be called anti-Semitic. You know that.
mm.
So the world is just so unfair. Yeah, I'm good with it. It's nice to meet you. I'm seeing you.
Okay, look. Thank you so
Ever
much.
since I,
Thank you so much for speaking eloquently. I fully understand where you're coming from with this. In terms of America, I'm sure you've been listening when we're talking about Britain and how Britain talks down and moans and complains about its country. You are absolutely right. I went to New York probably about 10, 15 years ago, and I was totally shocked by what I saw when I went to Washington, D.C., near the White House. I was totally shocked to see homeless people. And I said to myself, this is God's own country. This is what the American dream is about. So Americans have been very clever. The US has been very clever. I see it like a corporation. A corporation that wants to market its goods to the rest of the world. That is what America is. They are very good at PR. They will say how beautiful the country is. Nobody is doing what we are doing across the world. We are the best. We do the best. However, the whole thing is crumbling. So you are absolutely right. But what I will not accept, and we Africans believe it or not, we are a rich continent. We are proud and a rich continent, and we must make sure that we promote what we do effectively. It disappoints me that we have so many Africans who have left Africa to go to the West. It disappoints me that when they get there, they're treated like fourth class citizens. Whereas, as you heard from that man who spoke to me earlier on, who's British, he contributes effectively and positively to the British society. I'm sure you do the same for Australia. There are lots of Somalians who do very good things. So why is he attacking Omar? Why is he claiming that Omar married her brother? Why is he saying? I don't think people understand the ramifications. And that is why Africans need to stop going to these Western countries. I know that Africa is challenging. I know Somalia is challenging. I know Nigeria is challenging. I know Ghana is challenging. But Africans must stop going to find what you call greener pastures in the US and in Australia. Stay at home because you will be treated better at home. Yes, it is painful, it is challenging, but enough is enough. Now he's saying that he will use your social media history over the last 5 years. He will use your social media history to find out what you've been saying about his government. And if it is negative, you do not come to Africa, to America. Exactly. I want to answer this. I want you to ask me this question. You've been to America. What does the food taste like? Polluted. Yeah, unhealthy. Yeah, unhealthy. Unhealthy food. That is what.
With you.
Yeah, and that is what people are eating.
Absolutely.
And that is what people are eating and claiming, yeah, I'm in the US. Yeah, hello. Let's get this absolutely
True
right.
that.
I know. Let's get this absolutely right.
I agree with you.
People need to do their research. I would rather stay in my country where I am a first-class citizen than go into a country where there's racism, where there's Islamophobia, where there's ageism, where the society has lost its mind, where the president is a racist. Look, don't start me up. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't do their research because they just watch what is on TV. There was a British person today I spoke to today who was basically saying to me that one of the reasons why they don't like the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom is that people are coming by boat. That immigrants are coming by. That is why they don't like the Prime Minister. That is good. That is a good enough reason for not liking the Prime Minister. So I genuinely
Absolutely.
don't. We need to stick. We need to stick to our society. We need to stick to our culture if it is possible. Because Britain, for example, is in dire straits. There's no leadership in Britain right now, and there's someone called Nigel Garage. I don't know if you know him. He's a mini Donald Trump. And he's likely to become the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And I'm saying this on this platform now to immigrants who are in the UK, have a strategy, because if he becomes Prime Minister, there will be ICE deporting people from the UK. I hear in Minneapolis at the moment,
Yep.
Somalians are being deported. American citizens are
Terrorized.
being
A lot of people, 95% of them are actually citizens. I'm reading the comments as well here. A lot of people are mentioning now there's a lot of them that do a fraud and scam. There is the good people and bad people in every culture, obviously. So for me, if I tell you a little bit of my background, yep. So I came to Australia at 19 years old. I studied university there. I did my master's degree of clinical psychology. Now I'm working last 11 years, National Disability Australia. I have my own entrepreneur. I have my own government scheme that comes under government. I help people. I contribute to this country, you know. So when you see bad person, there's a lot of bad people out there in America, in Australia, in everywhere. That person presents themselves. They don't present the whole community or the whole uh, group of people. So there's also laws. There's about 50 people that I heard that did like some scams and some there's the federal government took them to court. They go through the process of the legal uh, things that they're getting punished for it. So why accuse a whole group of people? They're all bad people. 95% of them are actually citizens, and the ones that's not citizens, they're under the process of the immigration. And the slow system that this guy, the new president, Donald Trump, it's not news actually, his time is finishing now, but this time things and the immigration slowed down. So that's what caused people not to be seen or not to be getting the green cards and things like that, which doesn't make them crime. Being in a country and not being citizen or having a green card, it's not a crime. So they don't deserve to be deported. They don't deserve to be terrorized. They don't deserve to be asked even questions in the street. Oh, show me your passport. I mean, come on. This is the world that we advocated as Africans to come to. teaching our kids come American dream, Australian dream, Canadian dream, British dream. No, let's build our country. I love how you mentioned Africa. It's a paradise. We have beautiful uh, landscapes, we have mountains, we have nature, we have petrol, we have gold, we have diamonds. The most expensive diamonds in the world actually come from Africa. So let's love our country. Let's love our continent. I strongly agree with you, Mr. President. And yeah, I actually I want to give chances to the people who come into you, but I'll give you the mic a little bit, and I'll be
Yeah,
nice to meet you, and I really appreciate
yeah,
your
thank you
comment.
so much. Thank you so much for your kind words. Keep being you and keep being vocal. I think the more people become vocal, and this is why I use TikTok. I'm giving voice to the voiceless. People need to understand that what they read in the media is supposed to persuade them, to influence them, but it's not necessarily what is really happening out there. And that guy who came here earlier on and talking to me about boats and people coming by boat, I said, where did you get your information from? He said, it's in the news. So I said, have you actually seen these people come by boat? No, I haven't.